You know, the place hot already, eh, boy? Real humid, boy. So good morning, everybody. Watch man, the live stream get interrupted. I real talking are we thinking that the live stream going on. So this is the second part of the live stream. I don't even know if people will get this notification. Right? So let me see how it goes. Francis, if I tell all something, good morning. I real see my live stream going on. And from what I get to understand, the last thing all see is when I was picking some pak choy. Right? Or I mean somebody mustard bhaji. So I know it had about 80 people and then I see about 30 people, but they keep chatting. So I don't know what happened really just now to that live stream. So I'm hoping that people might join us back in here because we had a good number. I think it was something like about 80 persons. Right? It had like about 80 people and lo and behold, when I come back, it's 30 people. I say, well, boy, these people really enjoyed this live stream this morning. Oh gosh. All right, so hopefully the numbers will grow again, right? Hopefully the numbers will grow. So let me go and get my black chair and bring it here and let me sit down and chat with all you. All right? Oh yes, man. Let me throw some water in the garden. Yes, let me go for that famous black chair. And let me set up myself. Oh. Oh gosh, it's hot, but when I tell you it's hot, hot, hot. Right. Oh gosh, yeah, man. We liming in the garden. Only when I tell all you, the place that I get real humid, boy. Right? I really had to start to walk with my glasses, you know, because this looking, and look, I seen somebody here. Is it Cindy? June, good morning, good morning. I could just barely make out the writing on the screen. Yeah. So I would just had to really kind of talk a little bit. Well, you know, I like to talk too bad, you know. Right? I wake up, I wake up this morning in a real good mindset. Real good mindset. Plus, yes, the gardeners are nice vibes. Real nice vibes. I love your job, what you did. Thanks, Vinesh, if it's me you're talking to. Melissa, oh gosh, look at you, Melissa. How you going? And how is Kevin? Is Kevin your husband name? So long I ain't see you. But I read one of your comments on my videos and I say, hey, look, Melissa, boy. I was so happy to see a comment from you. Yeah, and we happy to have you here this morning, man. Patricia, look, 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 Melissa. I am good. Kevin is good, right? So I get your hobby name correct, man. Yeah. Ooh, a nice cool breeze blowing there now. Yeah. I wake up in a real good frame of mind this morning. I had such a good night. Such a good night. And you know, I was able to thank God so much for all that He has been doing for me, you know. And morning Tara, yeah. You know, I be so excited. I be so excited for I be excited for new days. And I'll tell you why. And I'm speaking from the honesty of my heart, right? Sorry about that. Yeah. I'm speaking from the honesty of my heart. My days have been getting better and better and better. And it would have started with a true desire. A true desire to be the best that I could possibly be. And this morning, we will kind of be obviously touching on mental health, life frustrations, and how you could try to get out of it. So, after having my last nervous breakdown, I was determined that this is not the end of teaching. This is not the end of me trying to do my best. You must never let life circumstances deter you from what is best for you. You must see it as maybe you had to slow down, maybe you had to alter your course, maybe you just have to keep going through it. But you must never forget where you want to be. And sometimes you may plot out a course and say that this is how you think you should do it. The destination remains the same, but the course of life can change at any moment. Every day, every moment is a different landscape. There are times you go through moments of peace and you wish that you could stay. But where you want to be, you cannot stay. You cannot stay. It is about reaching the highest version of yourself. And this determination that I had and the coping skills that has become available to me, I continued to use them. I was persistent. I was determined. And God is our guide, or He should be. The only time we should lean upon our own understanding is when we know that it is our understanding that has been given to God, given from God to us. So at the end of the day, we go in with God's will. And I continued to do all the things that I thought was best. I continue to thank God for bringing me out through another rough experience. I continue to thank God for all the things that I possess. I thank Him for all the blessings that He has given me from birth until now. And you know what the attitude of gratitude does? It really shows us how much we have. And we don't miss anything. We don't miss anything. God will always provide. And you have to believe that. And I am going to say something here this morning. If you are really going through a rough period and nothing is coming your way, do a good self-inventory. Examine yourself as an individual. Do not factor in anybody else. Look within yourself. Look within yourself. There is something that is interfering with the flow of blessings. There is something. And most of the times, it will lead back to maybe the highest possibility is that we are not extending enough thankfulness to God's grace and mercies. Anything we get. If you're hungry and all you could do is pick up better edible things from in your yard that growing. Let me show you something. You see? Yeah. All right, no problem. All right. See all of these things, guys? It's just that people don't know it, right? So, anybody can identify what I'm holding up here? Well, you know what this is? Anybody know what this is? Do you know how many things you could go and pick and eat? No, this is stinging nettle. The scratch. And of course, you could take your time and wash it under water. This is stinging nettle. And let me tell you something. Stinging nettle is sweeter than lettuce. And that really not scratching my bone. Now, I'm not telling you to go outside there and do this. Right? And this is medicine, you know. This is medicine. Of course, if you pass it on your hands like this, it'll give you a scratch, right? It'll give you a little sting. But look, I just eat this. So you could take these and you could blanch these in hot water, which is going to soften up all of that. And you could cook this just like bhaji, right? You could cook this just like bhaji. Or you know something they call rabbit grass? All right. Let me show you what is rabbit grass, right? And people in Jamaica just actually pick this and make like kalaloo with it, right? So I actually wanted to get some of that growing here in this garden. So I went and I picked some, right? Let me just flip the camera. I went and I picked some of this, right guys? And I deliberately planted this in my garden to encourage like bees. Right. So this here is rabbit grass, right? And you could pick these right? You could pick these, dip them in a lot of hot water, and then make them just like the way you'll make callaloo. All right, and if you want to do some research on it, the name that you'll find it on the internet is Spanish needles, right? So I'm saying all of this to say this, guys. You could walk down the road and you could find bhaji growing almost anywhere. Pick it, give it a good wash. If you want, because it was near on the road and if a dog pass and pee on it, just dip it in some hot water and cook it. It always has something to eat, you know. It always has something to eat. And as you move along life, guys, as you move along in life and you start to develop this attitude of gratitude, blessings upon blessings, it is coming. Guys, this, you don't need a pastor to tell you this. You don't need a seer to tell you this, right? Any person, any ordinary person, just like you and me, who have been practicing the attitude of gratitude, they are never without. Never without. I ain't asking anybody. I ain't asking anybody. I am telling you my experiences. I am telling you from observing people who I know exercise the attitude of gratitude. They are never without. Listen, without doesn't mean, right? I am not talking about money in the bank. I am not talking about big bank accounts. I am not talking about big savings. I am talking about things to get by today. Today. God will always provide on a daily basis. And if by some chance a blessing does not come today, then there is some reason why God putting you a bit on the waiting list. And you have to endure. And you still have to be able to say, Lord, I know that you are a merciful God. And it have to have some good reason why I am going through this fire. It have to have a reason. It have to have a reason. And if it is of you, always will be. Every single life experience that we go through, guys, is to make us the best that we could be. The best that we could be. And once you begin to think like this, doors open. So many doors open, you will wonder which one to go through. You're going to wonder which one to go through. You're going to have choices now. Blessings are going to come to you in such magnitude that you will have no choice but to share these blessings with other people. Lo and behold, you get an unexpected phone call. Are you home? Are you home? Okay, I'll check it out, Dolly. Yes, I am home. Wait there. We coming. We coming. And lo and behold, somebody come with bags of groceries. But when it comes, do not forget that you yourself probably have a neighbor or a friend that going through the exact thing as you. Do not forget them when the blessings come to you. Do not forget them. Make it your priority that as soon as them people leave, you call your neighbor, you call your friend, and you just give them a little out of what you got. This is how the blessings flow, guys. When people share with you, share with others, share the blessings. Each blessings could be multiplied by whatever number God decides. And you take that blessing. Okay, so you give somebody a blessing, and God is going to reward you tenfold. And the person that you gave that blessing, take a piece of that blessing and give it to somebody. Now what you gave is multiplied by 20. And so it goes, guys. And always be careful. When I'm talking about sharing, sharing does not have to come in the value of money. It does not. It does not. I am not telling you to go and give away your money. But I am telling you, you come to your garden and you pick something and you're telling yourself, boy, you see me, I go and cut up all my thing and I go and freeze it. Because this is for me. I have enough to eat today. This will go to somebody else. This will go to somebody else. And the person that I give this to may not need this as much as their neighbor. And they take this and they give it to the neighbor. You see how it goes? You could create yourself a good cycle of blessings. Some people, they keep getting things and all they're doing is filling up their barns for the hard times. And they wouldn't even consider that maybe the man down the street who confined to a wheelchair, I wonder when last he got a bundle of fresh produce. I wonder when last somebody dropped a little bottle of oil for that old lady who used to fry pillory and give away to everybody. Remember. So there are so many things that if your blessings have stopped flowing, you need to take a good look as to what may be causing this. I want to say a special good morning to Mark, and I seen the name Richie Six up in, right? There's only a few people I will be able to make out their names. Leslie, good morning. And the thing about it is, this have to become a part of who you are. You cannot do these things with the intention that are given to get. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. But what you have to do is recognize that if you know that there is somebody else that is truly in need